Hello everyone, people that are actually new to this YouTube channel. My name is Mikeyokaaps or Mikey, anyone you want to call me. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to add fire and boosters underneath the leg of this picture, just like CALOP style. Please don't judge me, CALOP. I'm really a big fan of you. His link and Instagram to YouTube channel links are down below. Let's jump into the beautiful world of Photoshop. Welcome to the beautiful world of Photoshop, and we have a lot to do, but let's hop into it. The first thing we're going to do is add our fire. So let me use the move tool and then get the actual pictures references that I'm going to add to the leg. As you can see over here, I've already placed it already, so let's start putting them one after the other. This is the first fire. I'm just going to bring it out to the background, bring the second one out, bring it beautiful. Isn't that lovely? Then the next thing we're going to do is actually place them underneath the leg. So let me reduce it. Okay, I'm turning down. I still need to arrange it. Let me increase the other one and bring it in right in front. So we click on both of them and drag them above the leg. So let's start with the first one and reduce and then turn it upside down, because that's where we want to have the boosters from. Then after putting that, increase it a little bit, but not that much, but that's what we need. And change the blending modes to screen. Beautiful, isn't that nice? Now we still need to place them underneath the leg, so increase their size and work. That nice and clean. Now the next thing we're going to do is exposure, because we actually have to make it a little bit darker. So we use the exposure layer, clip the mask, and then move the slider negatively. Beautiful. Isn't the fire popping out now? Now we still need to use a brush, a soft round brush, and increase the size. Beautiful. And remove that opacity, the flip mask. Make sure the mask is in it, and then brush softly. Isn't that nice? Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that coming out clean? But I don't actually like the whole color of the background, so I'm going to use color balance to actually move the sliders to the actual color I would love it to be. But I like this pinkish blue, like magenta. I really like it. I feel like it actually bring out the look more. So let's move the sliders to there. And now add highlights from the boots on the ground. So let's do that right now. Let's skip the slider. And the next thing we're going to do is highlight on the leg. So now let's try that with solid color to actually pick out from the highlight of the fire. Select it to white because we actually flipped it, and then brush softly on the ground where the fire is actually glowing from, and reduce the opacity. We don't want it that much, but we will increase it later on in the video. So flip the mask and actually clean some of the places that we do not want the glow to be on. We don't want it all over the place. We just want it on where the actual fire is burning from. Beautiful, isn't that nice? Then remove some of the dark. We don't want it that. We don't want it that. Beautiful. Isn't that nice? See if I can change the color. It's looking all weird. I prefer this color. I just prefer this color. This color is better. This color is better. Beautiful. Increase the opacity a little bit to see how that feels. Isn't that lovely? I love it. I just love it. So the next thing we're going to do is add color balance to the leg. So let's try that. Okay, let's first start with the particles. Just particles. Let's just put particles, then we'll do that. So I have this picture from Pixels. I don't know where I got it from, but I don't think I can find the link, unless I would have dropped it in the link in the description. The link in the description. So change it to screen and then put it where we feel like it should actually be, but we don't want this much. So I have to press layer mask, Ctrl-I to flip the mask. Beautiful. Then we use a round soft brush on 100%. Change the perspective. Let it not be flat. Let it be round. Change to then paint softly. We don't want everything, we just want some particles and some fire flares around, not that much, to give it that realistic look. Isn't that ultra realistic? Beautiful. You can do that to do this to all your photos, even fire in your hands. I think that'll be the next episode. I'm not quite sure about that, but let's just see how this goes. Now it's coming out nice and clean. Beautiful. I feel like the glow isn't enough, so I duplicate it and see how it look. I don't know, let me decrease the opacity. Beautiful. It's coming out. It's not coming out clean, but I don't trust it. So let's try the next particles. So let's start with the dust to show this lift off, like lift off. So the next thing we're going to do is to increase the size. Beautiful. Isn't that lovely? So, and then adjust it to be exactly how I feel like it should be. Artistic preference. It's my work. Natural, but I'm actually teaching you guys how to actually make this the way CALOP does, but in your own way. Don't tell him I did this. Wait, tell him I'm actually a big fan of him. Okay, so we have to use layer mask and then brush the dust out. I get distracted with my own thoughts. Brush the brush out softly. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that nice and clean? Lovely. So we still need to make sure the dust actually matches the fire. So we use a solid color, pick on the fire. Isn't that lovely? Is that ultra realistic? Okay, the next thing we're going to work on now, glow. Let it be glow. We'll do that later. Okay, then we'll move the sliders that actually match the fire. There should be change the blending modes to linear dodge, add, but if it's high, the lightness that will actually be bright when we change the blend mode to linear dodge, add. Beautiful. Isn't that lovely? Then click on the mask twice, on the layer twice, to show blending options. The same thing, alt and drag darkness, and we don't want much of the light, so click on the mask. Now use a round brush and brush underneath it. You know about flipping it, Ctrl E to actually flip the mask from black to white, from white to black, and from black to white, vice versa. Beautiful. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that realistic? There needs to be a little bit more adjusting, so let's work on that. More particles. Yeah, let's add that over there. Beautiful. And increase it. It looks like lens flare. I just love something this beautiful. So we need to carry it above the fire. Beautiful. Adjust it where it should be. Isn't that lovely? Now change the blending mode to screen or color dodge. Most of the time I like screen. I don't know why I love screen, but screen is actually the best. So we change it to screen or linear dodge. I choose linear dodge. Add linear dodge to give it this glow, this fiery glow. Fantastico. Then use a layer mask. Flip the layer mask. Ctrl I or Command I. Use a red round soft brush. Opacity at 100. And brush softly to really give it that the picture was actually taken beneath, and the fire gave it this lens flares and sparks. You know, we need to make our edits realistic. Isn't that ultra realistic? Isn't that wonderful? Beautiful. I know you guys will love that. In solid color, we need to add a glow to the fire, so we have to match. Flip the layer mask, Ctrl I or Command I. Beautiful. With the same brush, let's not paint on it. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that what we want? Look at the fire, it's glowing. It looks ultra realistic. Beautiful. It brightens the whole thing. The You can do this in any picture, in fire glowing, but I think I'll do that next. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is to color balance. Let's actually match the photo. So move the sliders. You know, I told you I love this magenta look, so I need to actually get that in the photo. So beautiful. Isn't it actually matching it? Isn't it matching it? Beautiful. We see that it had highlights on the leg, so we choose an exposure layer, clip the mask. Beautiful. Increase the brightness of the mask, of the exposure, to give it that light, where the light is actually coming from. Control I to flip and then brush softly on the leg. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that just lovely? Isn't that actually matches the photo? And that is exactly what we want. So we have a little bit of adjusting here and there, and it's going to be incredible. Beautiful. I don't think there are much things to need to be done, but from here forth I'm going to make it all speed art. And here it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned a lot. Don't forget to drop a comment down below on what you guys want to see next. And you can also drop your pictures you want me to edit CALOP style on my email address, mikeyokaaps@gmail.com. You guys can also follow my Instagram account at mikeyokaaps_ps. You may see an actual Mikeyokaaps on top, but that's me. It's still me. The account is for different things, but this account I'm telling you guys about is for the YouTube channel. Smash the like and subscribe button. I know you guys, those things you guys just do, those little things you guys do helps us a lot over here. Like that what makes this channel. That's it for me today. See you next time. Bye.